Welcome everybody, Shift Your Mindset here with a new episode when leaders take the credit and the people get stuck with the bill. The first thing I could think about, because there are many examples in the Jehovah's Witness religion, that the leaders are taking the credit but the work is done by the people. But they get stuck with the bill. And it's about money. Why? I say to you, because there is now again worldwide elder school, and maybe after that pioneer school. But the elder school is now circulating again, and the leaders take credit. They make a beautiful program. They have beautiful scriptures. They are leading the way. They are training those elders in being more and more capable of shepherding the flock and stuff like that. But the normal people are getting served with the bill. Literally. And why literally? I'll tell you that. Why? Because elder school is about a week or something. There are trainers and you have those elders. And it was often that in our congregation in the Netherlands, because we had air conditioning, the elder school was favored to take place in our congregation hall. We had to clean it, we had to do all that stuff, we had to open the doors, we had to spend time. One brother is asked to coordinate it, but of course we need the help of the normal people. And it's an honor if you are getting chosen by that coordinator of the elder school to provide lunch. And instead of that, the governing body is saying, listen, you are hosting an elders school. Take the congregation money of this month and spend it on food and beverages and stuff like that. Or we are a charity organization and we don't do charity for other people, worldly people. They are insignificant, they are lowlifes. We don't want to mingle with outsiders. It's all about our club. Then spend it on your own brothers and sisters. But no, every congregation that is hosting, first they are asked if your congregation wants to provide. They do as it is question. But I think no congregation declines that invitation of the governing body to host that event, the elder school, and provide for food. But the governing body is the governing body. They stay the governing body, and now they only provide spiritual food, and that's their charity. Spiritual food, but not a single dollar. You can't take it out of your own congregation money. You have to pay it for yourself. You have to put time in it as a sister, because the brothers are working and stuff like that. A brother spends his time on organizing everything, opening the congregation, sliding into the thing. And the funny thing, it's so secret. At our congregation it was the biggest joke ever, because you come in, you have a hallway with a wardrobe and stuff like that where you can hang your coat, and then it's one glass wall when you see the congregation hall. And because of there were a lot of elders, they had to use the regular hall and not the elders' chamber. but they didn't want to be disturbed by us, the ones who were bringing the food, who were cooking for them, spend time for them. They don't want it to be interrupted, so they camouflaged the whole glass wall with, what is it, carton. We had to duct tape everything to seal everything off, that we couldn't look into the whole what was being presented on the TV screens. It was so secret that we are not allowed to see what's going on in that elder school. Guys, it is the biggest joke of the century. As if I'm making notes and sisters are making and peeking through the windows what's going on there. They are playing so secretively that game that it's about something, whoa. But it's all in the literature of the Jehovah's Witnesses what is discussed. But so before the elder school took place, we had to duct tape the whole glass wall with carton so that nobody could take a peek what was presented in that elder school. And that is not even the worst. Then all those sisters came with big plates with hot and cold food. Not a simple sandwich with ham and cheese. No, they also have demands. And we as a congregation were in like a competition with other congregations that we wanted to give them the best food they have ever tasted during an elder school. So we had to compete with other congregations, and we wanted to be the best host we were. So everybody go full crazy on what they wanted. And there were Snickers and Mars, Kit Kats, everything, and water bottles and other things, lemonade and stuff like that, because tea and coffee we get at conventions, not even anymore, but that was the simplest thing ever, tea and coffee. They get rid of that. But now we are not doing only coffee and tea. No, we also have to do other things. I was surprised there was no beer or whiskey or whatever, but they go full crazy. And sisters and brothers are spending so much money during that week on food. And also they draw pictures. The children were drawing pictures. They were hanging on the wall to welcome them and to draw paradise, of course, and a lion and stuff like that. Also with the Pioneer School, it's the same thing. They are feeling so privileged that they are a special kind of people within the religion. They expect also great food, but they don't. If you come there with just a normal sandwich, they are disappointed. And that's the big thing, people. We make ourselves so problematic. If I go somewhere and someone makes us a ham and cheese sandwich, I say, oh, thank you, I'm hungry. I eat anything. But if you don't want, what's wrong with just bringing your own lunchbox? Those elders have wives, those elders have children, those elders have a family. Why can't that family provide for their lunch? And maybe you can get an extra apple or whatever with you, who you can share with somebody else. But no, we had a big pile of apples and pears and whatever, and fruit, oranges. We had cold food, we had warm food, we had water bottles, and all at the expense of the brothers and sisters of that congregation. They have their own struggles, they have their own financial struggles maybe, but it's something you're obligated to do, to feel that you have to provide something for them. And it's always the same bullshit. People are running around for the governing body. They taking the credits for it. Oh, it was a wonderful thing. Oh, we hosted it. Oh, thank you. But the congregation had to do everything. The coordinator had to open the congregation hall every day, had to clean afterwards because the elders are pissing everywhere besides in the toilet. You have to clean it. It's one big mess. Every afternoon people were cleaning. There were shifts. Brothers and sisters were driving to the congregation hall. 4 or 5 people that were cleaning, vacuum the whole floor, everything for the next day to be perfect again. So you put a enormous burden on the congregation if they are hosting such a thing as the elder school or pioneer school, and you don't even thank them for that. It's normal. They just take the credits that they are the ones who setting out the policies, the guidelines, the rules, the doctrines and everything. But you get so much money in that organization every month, and you can't miss just $200 if someone is hosting a training program for your own people for your benefit. Because you have trainers, you have, I don't know, 20, 30 elders sitting there. They all have to travel to that congregation hall. They make an effort for coming there. That's not compensated at all. Then you have the whole congregation who is running around like the headless chickens to do something to make them feel at home, and they go out of their way in producing food on their table. A lot of it is wasted also, I have to say. I saw it with my own eyes. I also hosted one of the elder school, and I was busy all day. You had to almost take vacation for it to open, to supervise everything, that everything was there in time and in order, and to clean and to schedule for the next day, to have everybody say, hey, you're next, you're tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, I start cooking. But they were baking cakes, they were baking cookies, they went out of the way for those elders. And the governing body is sitting there and think, nice job, we did it. We did it again. Another year, no expenses. So you're a charity organization, and the least you could do was give the congregation the money they needed, or give a guideline for what they have to produce for those elders. Just say 2 sandwiches per elder during noon break, coffee, tea, and maybe a cookie or a piece of cake or whatever. But no donuts were coming in, and I don't know what I saw. I never saw so much food as during those elders and pioneer schools. And it's never done for the normal Jehovah's Witnesses. But it's a time for the normal Jehovah's Witnesses to shine, to be in the picture, and to feel a little bit important, I think. I don't know what's going on in those heads. But it's not normal people. People can just come to the elder school and take your lunchbox. If you go to work, the congregation isn't providing for me. I have to make my own lunchbox and take my banana and stuff like that. Coffee is there, tea is there at my work, but there's not a whole full fridge where I can choose from. And chicken wings. I saw it all, chicken wings, whatever. I saw so many things. And it's absurd. And it's absurd that your leaders are taking credit for things, and you are the motor, you're the engine that keeps that organization running. So people, please think about it. think what is happening. Think about it. That's unfair that you have to provide, that you put that burden on all the congregations to host such things. They're not obligated to, but they feel like they are obligated to. There's no room for, no, I don't want to, because then you are putting yourself as a congregation in a bad light on national level from the branch. They think, that's not a good congregation. And you're gonna feel that afterwards. Believe me, if you're not cooperative, you're gonna feel it. So people, please start thinking about what are we doing? Why is this happening? It's a charity organization, but they're not helping out the people on the ground. They are just like religious leaders everywhere. Other religious leaders are even better. There is money for that kind of things. But they're just like government officials. They don't care about if you suffer from tax, from VAT, from whatever. As long as you keep towing the line, as long as you keep shoveling that coal, that fireplace of them is burning and they have a nice heat for the winter times. So please people, start critically think about what you're doing, what the leaders are doing, what this organization puts on you in terms of heavy loads, pressure. And that pressure is building up, building up, building up. And it's bad for your health also, besides all the other things. Stress level is too high. And why would you stress out for something and your leaders are living a comfortable life and everything is getting done by the people for free? Nothing has to be for free. So start thinking, do your research, feel inside yourself, how does it feel that others take advantage of my goodness? And then we're getting somewhere. Thank you people for watching. Like this video, share it with somebody who needs it, and we see each other on the next episode.